Yo, what's going on guys? My name is DragooX and today I'm here finally with the updated version of the Stamina Templar PvP build. I know there was a lot of comments that you want to see this build. Here it is, and let's come directly to the stats of this build. And here you can see we have around 10k Magicka, 17.6k health and 27k stamina. In PvP we have more health, of course. There we have 24k health. I'm using 33 points into health and 31 points into stamina with the lava food, soup and sword rice buff food. And one important thing is I'm a Nord. I'm gonna put a different build in the video description, a written version of a setup without Nord. You can go with the same setup, but you have less resistance, and I put in the description the setup with equal resistance. Okay, I'm using the Warrior Munus, by the way. Now we come to the recovery. We have 500 Magicka and 300 health, but that's not important, and 1351 stamina recovery, and it looks a bit low, but if we buff up guys, if we buff up, we have way more. We have 2400 stamina recovery, and that's more than enough. Yeah, it's crazy sustain with the setup. And you can see already we have also 5812 weapon damage, and buff with the glove we have 6334 weapon damage. 44% weapon critical, that's also enough. And resistance we have 22k physical and 21k spell unbuffed, and buff with the circle we have 30k physical and 29k spell resistance, and we have 2800 critical resistance. And now you think, why this physical resistance is so high now? I'm gonna show you how I made this. I use these potions here. They give me health, stamina and physical resistance. Why I don't use 3 pots? Because I'm using the mythic item. I'm gonna show you now the sets and then you see it why. Of course guys, I go here with a New Moon Acolyte Maul Nernhound with a GC's damage glyph. And yeah, I know New Moon get nerfed next patch. Before all the people write it in the comments, oh, New Moon get nerfed. But it's only 80. It's only 80 weapon and spell damage, so it's a small nerf. It's still fine. It's a craftable set. It gives you spell and weapon damage. You can go with it for Magicka and stamina. And it was outperforming all other sets. So yeah, there was 2 options: nerf this set or buff all other sets. And they go the easier way to nerf this set. So it's fine. It's 80. Yeah, you lose 80 weapon damage. It's okay. On the back bar, I go with the Master Bow Nernhound with the weapon damage enchantment. I don't think I have to say something to this bow. If you hit the person with the poison injection, you have more weapon damage against him. Now we come to the armor that I'm using, and here I go with one piece is a monster set, one piece Barlock for the extra weapon damage. And this is an item that you can swap. For example, if you're not a Nord, if you're Orc or whatever, you have extra weapon damage, then you don't need Barlock, then you can go with an armor monster set for more resistance. And yeah guys, I'm going with 5 pieces medium and 2 pieces heavy in the setup. All the pieces are with maximum stamina, and 3 pieces impen, 4 pieces well fitted, so I don't have to say it now to every item. The heavy pieces are the chest and the legs. They are from New Moon. They are craftable, so I can use them in heavy. And the next set that we are using is Deadly. I love the set. Deadly is a crazy damage set for a Stamplar. The jabs hitting so hard. We have high weapon damage and then 20% on the damage for our jabs. It's crazy. It's crazy guys. And also our dots dealing a bit more damage. Our poison injection or our Dawnbreaker dot. So it's fine. It's a good set, definitely. Okay, and then we come to the jewelry. I show the armor a bit so you can see everything is with maximum stamina. Okay, and now we come to the rings and the necklace. And you can see here I go with the mythic item, the Talk of Tonal Constancy. For the crazy sustain, for the crazy stamina sustain, we only have to press 2 times this circle and we are already under 50% Magicka, and we get the extra stamina recovery. The Magicka recovery is not so important if you are low on health. It's nice to have. If we drop down from our stamina, we can clean us a lot. It's fine. But the stamina recovery is more important. And then of course 2 pieces of Deadly, all infused with weapon damage here. Okay, these are all the sets that I'm using. Deadly, the mythic item, Talk of Tonal Constancy, a New Moon, so I have 5 New Moon, 5 Deadly, the mythic item, And on the back bar, the Master Perfected Bow. And of course, One Piece Warlock. And yeah, now we come to the skills. On the front bar, I go of course with the buff Rally for the 20% more weapon damage, 10% stamina recovery and burst heal. Then with the Camouflage Hunter to detect the enemies if they are on hide. I get a crit buff, okay, I get it anyway from the jabs for the passive, so it's fine, but yeah, we have it here the full time active. And the most important thing is the 8% damage increase. If you flank an enemy, it's super easy to proc on the Stamplar with the jabs. And from the Fighter Guild passive, we get also 3% more weapon damage. The same with the next skill, also 3% more weapon damage. Some people don't like the Sphere. I like it on the Stamplar. Some people prefer the Spear from the Templar to stun the enemies. If you want to use it, then you can go with it, of course. Then I'm using the Power of the Light. Burst damage, you debuff your enemy with resistance debuff, and the last skill, the jabs, of course, the jabs. And ultimate, of course, the Dawnbreaker of Smiting. On the back bar, I go with the Temporary Guard for the damage reduction, and it's sometimes nice if you have a lot of people following you, you can run away, use your Psychic Ult and port back. It's nice to outplay your enemies. The Restoring Focus for the stamina recovery and resistance buff. The Extended Ritual to clean your debuffs, and it's also a good heal over time. The Rigor, of course, for the heal. The Repentance is also a good heal if you kill an enemy and good for your resource. And the Venom Arrow. I don't go with the Poison Injection here, because there are a lot of, I call them heal bots now in the game, that spamming res to rest their mates. If you 1vx and there are persons that only spam res, it's sometimes super annoying, and if you're a bit far away, you have no time to interrupt them, you can't hit them to interrupt them, bash them. So it's nice if you use this Venom Arrow, but if you don't want it, you can go with the Poison Injection. Now we come to the champion points, and we start with the tower. We have 66 points into the Warlord, we have 77 points in Mooncarve, 43 in Tenacity for the Windrunning passive, 56 in Tumbling, 28 in Shadow Ward. 19 points in Blast, 81 in Master Arms for the damage, of course, 18 in Shattering Blows against the people with the damage shields. There are a lot of Sorks in the moment and Magic Knightlets and things like this with damage shields. It's nice to have. And Physical Weapon Expert for more melee damage with our light and heavy attacks. And this all is for the Tactician passive, so we can put the enemies off balance with a War Dodge. 11 points in Thaumaturge for our dots. We have only few, it's not so important. It's the Poison Injection, and we use it more for the extra buff from the Master Bow. Then we have the Dawnbreaker dot, and that's all. 40 points in Precise Strikes, 37 in Piercing, and 43 in Mighty. Okay, 81 in Ironclad, 16 in Spell Shield, and 34 in Resistance. 34 in Thick Skinned, 43 in Hardy and Elemental Defender, and 19 in Quick Recovery. Okay guys, that was the build. I hope you like it. If you have questions, of course, you can ask me in the comments, and I hope you guys have a nice day, and we see us in the next video. Bye bye.